Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं अम्ब त्वामनुसन्तदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Verse number 11. अपराकाङ्क्षिभिर्यज्ञो विधिदृष्टो न युज्यते यष्टव्यमेवेति मनः समादाय स सात्विकः अभिसन्धाय तु फलं दम्भार्थमपि चैव यत् युज्यते भरतश्रेष्ठ तं यज्ञं विद्धि राजसं विधिहीनमसृष्टान्नं मन्त्रहीनमतक्षिणं श्रद्धाविरहितं यज्ञं तामसं परिचक्षते. आत्मशुद्ध्यर्थं श्रद्धा सात्विकः, फलभोगार्थं श्रद्धा राजसिकः, अश्रद्धा तामसिकः. Shraddha-traya Vibhaga Yoga, that is the topic here. 3 kinds of faith. We all work in this world, do anything because we have hope for tomorrow. Without that, we will not engage in anything. And most people who work in this world looking for a particular result only. Palam anuddishya mudhabina pravartate. Without thinking about result, even a fool would not engage in action. Yadyapi, even then, when we are in the world of samsara, what you call samsara, where we are continuously seeking to become more resourceful, more joyful, more comfortable. So even Bhagavan Krishna is more mukut, more only, more. Everything is more. You want more and more of it. More cars, more cell phones, more business. And while eating also more, you want more. But the one who had understood that any amount of anatma vastu, things that are merely material, does not really satisfy, such a person alone can become sattvika yajna karta. One who does engaging in the world with an intention to quieten the mind. Apala kankshibir yajnam vididrishto ya ijjate. Yashtavyam yidi me manas samadhaya sa sattvika yajna. Yashtavyam meaning kartavyam yidi. काम करना है, फल है तो फल, नहीं तो ठीक है, करना है. The mind, when it has settled down to actions to be done, no matter whether it is giving the result externally or not, karmani eva chastasya phalam. While doing the action itself, his result is gained. When you are doing something for a person whom you love, you don't expect anything in reciprocation. The act itself is complete. So instead of expecting anything, aphala kangshibihi. Phala is expecting some result out of it. The action itself is complete. So when you are at the end of the day, when you go to take rest, you expect anything to happen? People will congratulate me for sleeping. Do they? Of course, others, because you've been troubling them, went to sleep. Good. But when you are taking rest, that's why it's called taking rest. Nobody will give you that. Anybody can give you rest? So when you are, at the end of the day, when you rest, that rest itself is the fruit. You don't say, after I take rest, I will feel that way. That was not the answer. That was not the expectation. Right? The rest itself is its fruit. In the same way, manas samadhaya, that's why Bhagavan puts that way, manas samadhaya, having the mind quietened. Because any expectation creates anxiety, agitation, disappointment, dejection. And most people suffer depression. Nowadays it's become a fad. I'm very depressed. Oh, very good. I also get that. What is this? And depression becomes a very fancy thing nowadays. Even small children, one first grader, how was the school? Very depressing. No, they also learned. On the other hand, one who is anxious about the result and engaging vigorously in this world, restlessly, as he said that, abhisandhaya tu phalam. Phalam abhisandhaya, expecting the result of one's own expectation. Dambhartam ipi, and also doing things only to be noticed by others. Dambhartam. Show that. Dambhartam abhi cha eva yat ijjate, engages Bharata Sreshta, oh, best of the Bharata, samvidhi rajasam. Understand that engagement, or even engaging in the worship of the Lord, that is called rajasic. And majority of the people are like that. And some of them are there who never care about what is prescribed according to their own whims, not following any procedures, in fact insulting it. Vidhihinam, asrishtanam, and also mantrahinam, adakshinam, not chanting mantras properly, not properly respecting the people who are engaging in that very ritual, and not following any procedure. Shraddha virahitam, with no faith at all. Then why did he do it? Why should he do that? See, many times such yajnas are performed to gain some violent powers. Earlier also Bhagavan has said, what kind of devatas they will worship? Yaksha Rakshamsi. And also those people who are worshippers of Yaksha and Rakshas, they are called Rajasika and Pretan, Bhutan, Chaiva, Bhutakanan. They worship the evil spirits, this, that. So such people are tamasam parichakshate. For the sake of wrong purposes, doing the wrong ways. See, any action will give result. And the results that are gained through performing things wrongly also will influence wrong things. See, if a surgeon is there and he was supposed to take out one particular part of the body, he did something else. Will it not result in something wrong? Or a doctor giving wrong medicine, or a lawyer giving you wrong advice. So obviously it will result in something disastrous. Sometimes it is disastrous for others also. So, Shraddha Virahitam. So I put a small chart there next to it. One more. So sacrifice done by a sattvic person, yashtavyam idi kurute or karoti, without attachment to personal results and performing as a duty as prescribed by the scriptures. As explained in the last class, that nitya karmasya na phalam asti, nitya karmanaha na phalam asti. Of the nitya karma, there is no phalam. What is the phalam for nitya karma? Chitta shuddhi eva. Mind has become purified, then it becomes jnana yogyata bhavati. It becomes fit for knowledge. Jnana yogyatvam cha siddhyate. Now, then a rajasic person dambhartam karoti. It's ostentation, exhibition, show off, with attachment mainly for personal gains and perform with great show and display. And a tamasic one is avajnatena diyate, disrespectful. So without any faith, respect, improper mantras, inappropriate offerings. In the 18th chapter, Bhagavan emphasizes important three things: yajna, dana, tapakarma, kartavyam. Yajna, dana and tapa. Natyajam karyam eva tat. Now, Bhagavan has explained yajna, sacrifice, and now he is going to explain on dana and karma. So then now we'll see verse number 14. First he talks with, before that, dana. I think we finished dana also, no? Yeah, I think so. No, not yet. Coming later. Okay. Now he is talking about tapas. Yajna, dana, tapa. So tapaha means, the very word tapas means tapyate iti tapaha. Tapati, that which burns. When you are in the temple, you go and light a lamp. What does it mean? One meaning is, I want to brighten the place. When it is dark, so that a symbol of auspiciousness. Many houses we find big lamps, never lit at all in light. This is a decoration. But if there is a lamp and it is lit, you know, our Chinmaya Mission symbol you might have seen, lamp with a bird on the top. It's called, what the bird is that? Hamsa bird. If you see, look at the symbol of Chinmaya Mission, there is a lamp with a bird which is able to distinguish milk and water. So milk and water, when it is mixed, you cannot remove them. So it is difficult. So in India, milk is added to the water. So you have to remove that. So to differentiate milk and water, how difficult it is, so will be in this world to distinguish between Atma and Anatma. What is true, what is false, what is real, what is unreal, what is temporary, what is permanent, what is eternal, what is ephemeral. And that bird can do it. Therefore, those people who have gained that vision called Paramahamsaha, they are called Paramahamsas. One meaning of Paramahamsa means they are so clear about it. What is Sat and what is Asat. One meaning, another meaning is Param Aham Saha. I am that supreme truth. Param Aham. So this bird is there in that lamp, and there are 5 points of wicks. 5 wicks are kept. The reason is, so our sense organs are those which are constantly in touch with the world, through which only we come to know the world. So those 5 things, seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching, these 5 are the ones which are used by us to know the world, and they need to be lit properly. And the Paramahamsa bird, which is receiving the input from the world, is able to discriminate correctly. So that is why that symbol is kept there. So here, tapaha means, one meaning is to burn, another meaning is to enlighten, to be brilliant, to be shining, to be aware, to be intelligent, to discriminate, to know what is right and wrong. So 3 kinds of tapas Bhagavan Krishna is going to talk about. Sharira tapaha, kaya tapaha it's called. At the bodily level, vak tapaha, speech, and then mana, mind. In all the 3, one must keep a vigil. What we do, what we say, and what we think. And if these are not in alignment, then we become disintegrated. Manasi ekam, vachasi ekam, karmani ekam, mahatmana. Mahatmas are those, great people are those whose words, thoughts, and actions are in one line. They think, and what they think is what they say, and what they say is what they do. We think one thing, say something else, do something absolutely, completely opposite. Yesterday you said that, I might have said that, I won't do it. There is a complete dichotomy. When mind, we think about something else. When we look at the person, why is this person? We say, how are you? So expression is totally opposite to what you are actually thinking. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. No? Right? That is the name. Split personality. And the split, they can't create a lot of tension, because when there is a split within us. So tapaha is to integrate. Now he is talking about first kaya tapas, shariram tapaha. Deva dvija guru prajna pujanam shauchamarjavam brahmacharyam ahimsa cha shariram tapa uchyate. Deva dvija guru prajna pujanam shauchamarjavam brahmacharyam ahimsa cha shariram tapa uchyate. Uchyate is said. What shariram tapaha iti uchyate. This is called tapas at the level of the physical body. In the name of tapas, what we do is torture the body. In the name of religion, hit your body and kill and then pierce your... Kyun karte ho? Physical body is a vehicle given to you by the Lord to carry on your life. Why are you torturing that unnecessarily? Is the body doing anything to you? You are doing with the body. You are misusing the body. Body doesn't, it's just a servant. And the way you use it, it will be used. Walking on the fire, and what is that you're trying to prove? To whom? All sort of things we do, but the essential thing we forget. Bhagavan Krishna very clearly said, this is called Sharira Tapa. Shariram Tapa. What is it? Sharira means Sharirena Kritam. Shariram. What is done by the Sharira. Shiryade iti Shariram. Meaning, definition of Sharira is that which is continuously getting decayed, continuously changing. That is called Sharira. So, first thing is tapas in the form of Deva Pujanam. Worship of the Lord itself is a tapas. Why? Because you have to let go other things. स्वामी जी टाइम ही नहीं मिल रहा है प्रेयर करने के लिए, टीवी देखते रहते हो, यूजलेस थिंग्स, वेब ब्राउजिंग एंड दिस एंड दैट. जो आपको जीवन दिया, भगवान हु हैज गिवन यू, यू डोंट रिमेंबर एट ऑल. And our puja is also a poor thing. The lady of the house, they have it in the kitchen in small corner, you know. One diya. The whole house of 10,000 square or 2,000 square foot, 5 inches plate, Bhagavan ki. Poor thing, he also is good. Okay, chalo, at least you are remembering. So, Deva Pujanam Kaya Tapas. So, ability to take time and then remembering the Lord. Also, when you are doing prasada, etc., making with the mind, thinking about the Lord. So, Deva Pujanam, Dvija Pujanam. Worship of people who have gained a greater understanding of life. Dvija. Dvija means actually Dvija. 2 words are there. Twice born. In English it becomes twice born. Twice born means what? Our teeth is also twice born. You know that. Because on the milky teeth, then bulky teeth or whatever. So 2 kind of teeth. One lady said to her husband, when you are in the bathroom, please brush my teeth also. Denture is kept there. So it becomes Trija. Because milky teeth, original teeth, false teeth. One man said to his wife, you are like a star. Your tooth is like a star. Oh, is it? Yeah, night it comes out. Anyway, doesn't matter. So Dvija also means bird. Because first birth is as an egg, and then second birth is from the egg as a bird. But actually here Dvija means a Brahmana. Who is a Brahmana? Gurudev used to say, not the threaded variety. Just because you have got a thread, it does not mean you are Brahmana. Janmana jayate Shudra. By birth, every one of us are the same. Everyone is the same. Then it is said, samskara dvija uchyate. See, when you are bringing the children to Bal Vihar, you are giving samskar. Not somebody's car. Samskar means samskaranat samskara uchyate. Samskaranam. Because the mind gets purified. At least 1 hour, 1.5 hours, they are not wicked. They are not. The Rakshasa is not there at least. 1 or 2 hours. So these, one family I met, a long time back they have been with the Balvihar, and that boy is so fond of video games. I'm talking about some 10 years back. So after that, that family I have not met. So yesterday I met. Oh, Swamiji, I asked, what is he doing? Now he is writing software for the video games. He never left that. He's still on the same thing. So, samskara dvija uchyate. Only when the samskara is there, somebody says samskara is samskar. So, something which has a deep impression. See, samskara is also impression as much as the vasanas are, but they are capable of taking your mind towards the self. They are making the mind pure and quiet. Those impressions which can make your mind more available to you, directing you towards the higher. Left to itself, it will only drain. That's vasanas. So here samskarat dvija uchyate. Veda patanat bhavati vipraha. Who is a vipraha? Vipraha means a man of scholarly understanding. Veda patanat vipraha. Brahma janadi brahmana. Finally, Brahmana is one who does not matter what is your birth, which region or religion, nothing what. Brahma janadi va na janadi va. That he knows the higher self, one who knows the higher self, whoever it be, man or woman. It doesn't matter what caste, color, creed such a person belongs to. Brahmana. You know, our Gurudev was not a Brahmin, he was a Kshatriya, Menon in Kerala. And obviously he had learned the Shastras and he had started to, give that knowledge to the people. And it is said that many of the people who are so-called staunch believers in Brahmanism, Brahmanahood, they said, how can a person like him can give knowledge of this Gita, and how dare he can take the Gita even in the hand? So they were too staunch, Pandit kind of. So then they went to, at that time, the Shankaracharya of Kanchi, Chandrasekhar Saraswati. Very well known, very well respected, and his words are considered very holy. They went to him and then they said, we submit to you, there is a person, there is a Swami here, Chinmayananda, and he is speaking on Bhagavad Gita and all to the public. He is not even a Brahmin. So what is your opinion about it? He closed his eyes for a while. He is more Brahmin than you. Go. Brahma janadi di Brahmana. That's the definition here. One who knows Brahman alone is called Brahmana. Not just because one is having a birth as a Brahmana, or many of them having birth as Brahmana but doing so many other things only. Iyengar bakery. What is the bakery got to do with Iyengar? Sadhu BD. What and all? Gandhi liquor store. Have you not seen that thing? Do they do what they are supposed to do? No. Brahmajanadi the Brahmana. So, Deva, Dvija, and Guruhu. Guruhu is a personal guide. A person who takes interest in your growth and then comes closer to you and does upadesha. So it is said that a person should worship Deva, Dvija, Guru every day. Prajnah, wise men in the society. Here pujanam does not mean offering flowers. Respectfully, reverentially accepting them in their life, in our life. Prajnah means one who is a man of wisdom of the world, maybe one's own uncle or parent or whoever it be, who is interested in your life and giving the right kind of guidance. And a spiritual guidance especially is a guru. Brahmana, who is able to take you towards the God, conducting the priestly activities and making sure that you follow the tradition of worship, that is the Dvija, and Deva, obviously a personal deity of one's life. Deva, Dvija, Guru, Prajna, Pujanam. This is called Kaya Tapas, Sharira Tapas. And physical body, as I said, is the fit instrument for us to proceed on in our life. And this Manushya Janma itself is a great, great privilege. This physical body as a human, whatever yena kena prakarena Manushya Janmam praptava. How can I not be a crocodile or a rat or a cat? So that itself is a great privilege. So this physical body as a human being, not physical body of a human being, which includes the buddhi to think. Mananat Manushya. Manute. Mananat. He thinks. Because only by thinking we can change. Anything that we bring as a change in our life can we do without thinking, and the thinking is the most precious thing that is given to a human being. Itakkonvasti moodatma yastu swarte pramadyati durlabam manusham deham prapya tatrapi paurusham. Even as the physical body of a human being is God, and we are not making use of that. And this physical body is the vehicle. Therefore, shaucham, physical body has to be made clean so that we have the attitude of making sure. Clean here means, of course, Sharira Marjanam, also it is Sharira Shodhanam is also there. Cleaning the physical body, but keeping it fit, eligible for the journey. Like you are going on a long journey in a car. Don't you first of all check whether everything is fine? In the same way, the physical body must be kept active, healthy. That is called Shaucham. Arjavam. Next he says Arjavam. So the beautiful definition is said here. Vihita pradishiddhau ekarupa pravritti nivritti shalitvam. Ability to engage in action as prescribed in the Vedas and understanding what is pravritti and what is nivritti, meaning what is to be done, what not to be done with the body. So this is called Arjavam. The very meaning of Arjavam means being straight. Rijatvat. We are not even sitting straight. What to do then? Swamiji, you talk. Physical body has to be straight, like an arrow. Meaning, not to strain your body, that is not mean. Alertness. In a couch, you are sitting, that the mind also becomes couch. Here, Deva, Dvija, Guru, Prajna, Pujanam, Shaucham, Arjavam. These are all Kaya Tapas. Then he says Brahmacharyam. Brahmacharya, one literal meaning is celibacy. No doubt for a person who is seeking moksha, that must be strictly followed. But for a grihastha, it is said that one has to be careful, because that can definitely reduce your ayus, unnecessary usage of the viryam. So therefore, brahmacharya. Another meaning is brahmani sadacharati iti brahmacharya. One whose mind is able to dwell in the nature of the self spontaneously. Brahmacharya. This is physical, again, physical discipline and ahimsa, aparapidanam. Para apidanam, parasya apidanam also. Not hurting others physically. Meaning not doing actions that will trouble others. Those things which we manage, maintain, if consciously when we do it, knowing that these are all self-appointed disciplines, self-made discipline. Nobody needs to be telling us. When you are a small child and immature, then somebody has to tell. When we know our marga is for the higher purpose, then the discipline should come to us naturally. If not, then one should consult or ask a guru or a person of knowledge or reference to Shastra. Devadvijaguru prajna pujanam shauchamarjavam brahmacharyam ahimsa cha shariram tapa uchyate. Again, their emphasis is that don't torture the body. 9 days fasting, nirjal upvas. Kya sochte ho? Food. 24 hours only thinking about food. What? Or morning 6 to evening 6, no eating. After that starts. Wow. From evening 6 to next day morning 6, eat, don't eat. That is not tapas. The moderation in food, 6th chapter itself, Bhagavan said, Yukta ahara viharasya yukta jeshtasya karmasu yukta swapna avabodhasya. Be moderate in what you do. Don't go to the extreme. So, shariram tapaha na sharira pidanam. Don't disturb the body. It has, so many things that are going on in our body, we don't even know how systematically it is working like a clock. We must be very grateful to that. See, when things are happening without we noticing it, we take it for granted. Especially the children, when they go to the university, they realize. Because when they were at home, breakfast is already there. By the time you take shower and come back before going to school, breakfast is. Now, at hostel, who will give me? They all wait to come home. Mummy, no dosa, no this. Why? Because now when you don't have only, you will know it. What you have taken it for granted, when it is no more there, you realize that. So in the same way with the physical body also, when it is all going on, we take it for granted. We put more and more things in the body and body somehow manages. But when some of the things start failing, then you start feeling. Anything that you eat, it remains in Madhya Pradesh for 2-3 days, never moves out of it. And when the Madhya Pradesh is not working, Uttar Pradesh also doesn't work properly. Uttar Pradesh. So, when whatever you take it for granted, understand as Bhagavan's Kripa only. Is it not the season change and sun and the moon? Everything that is it taking your permission? Air is blowing with your permission. Water is flowing. Is it your permission? Sun is rising. Is it your permission? We take it for granted. What you take it for granted is Bhagavan's work. And when something goes wrong, then you, right? So, shariram tapaha, physical body's tapas, discipline is the mindful engagement in things which in the form of a gratitude. Deva, Dvija, Guru, Prajna, Pujanam. Again, Pujanam does not mean, doing all the various rituals part of it, but at least the reverential attitude towards these people, these elements of life, aspects of our life, which are essential for our growth. Then comes Vak Tapas, speech. Anudvekakaram Vakyam Satyam Priyahitam Chayat Swadhyayabhyasanam Chaiva Vangmayam Tapa Uchyate. Anudvekakaram Vakyam Satyam Priyahitam Chayat Swadhyayabhyasanam Chaiva Vangmayam Tapa Uchyate. Vangmayam Tapaha, of the speech tapas. Speech is again a gift given to the human, right? Other living beings also speak, but we don't understand. They also have the ability to convey, but they are conveying they don't keep talking like us. Human beings are the most sound polluting element in this world. Whether they create sound or they create sound outside also. Some of the cars, bum, bum, bum. What is happening there? The whole car is shaking. Or they remove that muffler or whatever it is. The car goes and everybody knows that the car is going. Rakshasas. Why do they need to create such a sound? Quietly go, no? No. Motorcycle. I always, that is where your death is. Going like this, going, and nobody can go afterwards. This is coming here, going there. Here at least they go on the road. In Bangalore and all, they go on the side path, sidewalk. Side, nobody can walk. Anyway, so Vak Tapas does not mean Maunam. Maunam is also there, but given this great ability to convey, communicate, that must be made use the best way to not first of all hurt others by speaking. Adukkakaram Vakyam first. Anudvekakaram Vakyam. When you know very well that your words will hurt somebody, hold it. Think before you say that. Udvekakaram. It creates agitation in others' mind. Anudvekakaram Vakyam. Adukkakaram Vakyam. Not creating sorrow in others' mind. So that's the first one he says. Tapas is what? Make sure that your words do not hurt others. Swamiji, if I don't say, they will continue to make the same mistake. That's why I shout. Some people have this kind of a justification also. Or many times we were shouted at. We don't know where else to turn around, so we shout on others. I heard from my boss, I cannot give it back, so therefore you listen. You're only conveying. So, unhurtful words, first thing. Then, Satyam. Whatever you say must be something which you already know as true. Don't say because somebody you heard it from someone. Do you know where it is true? I was there in Bombay when I was teaching there in Sandipani. I had a Balvihar camp, small children. And then I said them a story that once Socrates was there and his friend or his person whom he knows, he came. And he said to him, I have to tell you something about your friend. I have to tell you. So Socrates, the great philosopher, he asked him, but I have 3 questions to ask you. First question, is it true? What you are saying, is it true? So that person said, I'm not sure. I heard it from somebody. Second, is it good about my friend? Actually not. Is it useful to me? It depends upon how you use it. Don't tell me. If it is not true, if it is not useful, if it is not good about someone, don't tell me. So I told the children, this you must keep in mind. Then after my class is over, somebody came to announce for the next program. Children, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. They all got up and said, is it true? Immediate application of that knowledge. Is it true? Is it useful? And that fellow who was not listening to my talk said, what are they asking? So here also, Satyam, Priyam, Hitam. Satyam, true. Priyam, it is good about the person. Or Priyam can be, it is that which is useful. Hitam is useful, Priyam is something which is good about that. So whatever you're saying, first of all, find out whether what you are saying to other person or communicating, you are communicating, is it true? Second, is it useful? Third, is it good? Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayate. And Shankaracharya very clearly says, all the 4 has to be followed. It should be unhurtful, it should be truthful, it should be useful, it should be good. Then only you say that. And how do we know that what we are going to say is correct, useful, and etc.? That is why one should read what is communicated to us by great people. That is why it is called Swa-adhyaya. So, Swadhyaya Abhyasanam. When we read this, the correct kind of literature, then we will know how to communicate correctly. Not just the storybooks. Especially Veda Adhyayanam gives you the clarity of how to convey the things correctly and what is useful. Not whatever comes to your mind. We have constipation of thinking and diarrhea of talking. Just don't think. Whatever comes to, keep on talking. You know, sometime when I go in the flight, etc., then the last time when I was flying, just last week, 2 people next to me, 2.5 hours non-stop talking. How will you, where does the energy come from? Continuously. Because I think they feel insecure if they can't talk. And nobody listens to them. And nowadays, nobody needs to be around. Go on talking, endless. So here, Swadhyaya Abhyasanam. Swadhyaya means self-study, studying the literature which can give you the clarity of thinking. Abhyasanam, practice. Swadhyaya Abhyasanam Chaiva. These are called Vangmayam Tapaha. Austerity of speech discipline of speech. So Bhagavan comes to our level and saying, these are all the things, practical things you do. Like it's talked in the whole of the chapter about what kind of food to eat, what kind of action to do, what kind of attitude you should have, what kind of, how to take care of the body, how to speak. So many simple, practical things in this world. We'll see more of it in the next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkhabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hope you all had a good time in Holi. There are many activities of this kind we continuously undertake. Mainly some of them, most of them